Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. We are still in the Citadel DLC. In the last video, we did a lot of meetups with random people in the Silverstone Strip, and we explored the strip itself. And today, we're going to throw a party, I hope, but we're also going to do the invite ups. Now, what the impression I've got is that this is a one-to-one chat with various people, including doing the memorial service for Thane. So we're just going to go top to bottom, one by one, and see what happens. This is the first one we've ever done.
Shephard, I thought we could experience an afternoon of acquiring material possessions for our associates.
Shopping? I guess we could. Did you have a place in mind?
Physical proximity is unnecessary. The extranet provides a greater variety of services while retaining entertainment value. Jeff has lent me his credit chit on the condition that I enjoy myself and, quote, live it up like a girly girl.
Huh. You don't have money of your own?
I am not formally employed. I have no legal standing in Citadel space. I could turn to crime, but that would look bad on a resume.
We'll get you your own fun sometime, but today, what's first?
I believe Jeff would be surprised and pleased if I got him a gift. What would you recommend?
Start with something both of you can enjoy. What do you do together?
We interact most closely when we are flying. It occurs to me that he does not have a sky car for traveling around the Presidium. Here, the 2187 Blackout has a top speed of 650 kilometers per hour, making it the most powerful sports sky car in its class.
That sounds like it'll get Joker's blood pumping.
It's quite
5-year
expensive.
warranty, replacement part.
No, wait!
I fail to see what is wrong.
When you buy someone a present, it's best not to bankrupt them. You want a rental.
I see. Perhaps for a day or a weekend, then.
Who's next?
You are. Close your eyes.
What is it? It's a ring.
Are we getting married?
No. There is a jeweler on the Citadel who produces these. They're made from metals from each council homeworld. Each metal compounds with the last, making the rings stronger. He calls them victory rings. Due to material shortages, only a few exist.
Rare is nice. Unique is better.
Are you valuing me?
It's the thought that counts, and you had a good one.
I have heard that expression. That's why I recorded a resonance map of my quantum bit arrays when I had the idea. If you read my extensive log files and extrapolate from my nitrogen vacancy centers, you can visualize the thought precisely.
That's a long way for a joke, Edie.
Did I have you for a few seconds there?
Not even close. Who's next?
I was thinking of something for Liara.
Right. Well, there we go. Online shopping with Edie. Not something I ever expected to do, but there you go. Who is next on the list? I'm trying to remember. I think it's James. You heard me. James. Is it James? It is James. Didn't we already meet James in the on the strip as well? We did, right? We beat him at the fighting game? Oh no, that was Jacob.
Hey, Lola. Nice place. Might not look so nice after throwing that party you were talking about.
You wouldn't trash my new apartment, would you, James?
Me? No. Never. Nice view. But this place, it's just so... not what I'm used to.
Which is?
I grew up on the beach on the Pacific, so, you know, water, sand, real air.
You miss it?
Yeah. And the people.
So, what's her name?
No. I stopped fraternizing when I joined the military. The two don't seem to go well together.
Hasn't stopped you from being a shameless flirt.
Yeah, well, that's just my way. I don't mean anything by it, Lola.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not making things awkward for you and Liara, right?
Not even remotely. So did you really come up here to talk about my personal life?
Oh, shit, right. I wanted to show you. What do you think?
What am I looking at?
Looks good. And you've earned it. Now the real work begins, right?
Exactly. And I heard what you said before, and I'm in. 100%.
Glad to hear it.
Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you that bad boy. I gotta get back to the Normandy. Esteban wants my help working on the shuttle.
Thanks for coming by, James.
This is gonna be a perfect place for a fiesta. Hasta la vista, Shephard. Catch you later, Shephard.
I actually don't know what that was. Was it? I know he.
No way.
What? Oh, the punching bag. I guess.
You've been holding out on me. Oh, man. This is sweet.
All right. Oh. Just gonna get a hench casually. No problem.
Hey, Shepherd. You know, my record is 182. You think you can beat it?
Maybe.
Oh, this should be good.
2, 3, 4. Only 178 to go. 5.
Not bad.
I'm going to assume the game isn't planning to make me do 182 of these, but maybe it is. God, maybe it is. Nothing's changing. Oh no. Do I have to stay alert for all of these and keep going? Okay, well, this is my life now.
You look like a pro.
Shut up, Vega.
Come on, Shep.
Holy hell, you did it. I don't know what to say. How you feeling?
Might need help pulling my armor on next time.
I'm happy to help, Lola.
Don't tease a girl when she's winded.
Okay. Damn, you still got it. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh god, I thought I was gonna... Why did I do that? Oh my god, I was expecting an achievement or something, I guess. That took... Just for reference, I'm now just about to hit 21 minutes in the recording. I'm obviously going to cut a lot of it out. I think that took about 13 minutes or something like that of just hitting left or right trigger. I had to do it. I just couldn't bring myself to not. Right, I'm going to do Kolya's next time. Well, we're going to do it today. I want to do something a little bit more... nothing heavy straight away after that. I couldn't handle it. Bloody Nora.
Miranda, good to see you. How do you like the place?
Not a part of town I'd normally associate you with, Shepherd. I like it. Fix me something while you're back there, would you?
Sure, I'll get just the thing. So what brings you back?
I was hearing some confusing reports. Sounded like you had lost your mind.
No doubt. My communications were hacked, among other things. I'm sure the news had a field day.
It did. So, a clone?
Yeah. Saw it myself. Did you know anything about this?
Just rumors. Nothing really caught my attention. But about this Brooks.
Heard anything?
Not as Brooks, but as Hope Lilium. Another lie, certainly. When the collectors showed up, she put together the dossiers on your crew for the elusive man. Never paid her much mind. Interesting. My focus at the time was bringing you back. We needed the real Shepherd, not some cheap knockoff. I mean, really. A clone?
Yes. Hard to imagine.
I'm not sure the galaxy could survive two Shepherds. Think of the property damage. Oh, they shut down my favorite sushi place.
That's a shame.
Shepherd, you didn't.
I did. Fell right through the fish tank.
How did you manage that?
It exploded. Hey, it was the clone's plan, not mine.
Blowing up a fish tank shouldn't be part of anyone's plan. Although executing marine life seems to be some sort of hobby with you. No wonder your clone couldn't resist.
It was the first step in taking over my whole life. We stopped it.
Good thing, but why did it want your life? Why would anyone? All that running, jumping, gunfire. It's crazy.
I try not to think about it.
Probably for the best.
Trust me, I know all this isn't normal.
Speaking of trust, with all this clone business, how do I know you're the real Shepherd?
I don't know, you just do.
Do I? That's the trouble with clones. You can never be sure.
Come on, you rebuilt me from almost nothing. Don't you recognize your own handiwork?
It's not as if I carved my initials in the corner.
Well, clone or not, I'm the only Shepherd left.
Good point. I guess I'm stuck with you.
I do have a crazy life, don't I?
That you do, my friend. That you do.
I've decided Miranda has a weird booty. Just so you know. Just thought I'd update you on that, really. Where's the accent wall? Is it upstairs? I think so. Right, okay, now that we've had something a little bit more lighthearted, I've recovered from 183 pull-ups, we're going to invite Cole. Yeah, this is going to be sad, though.
We are gathered here to honor the life of Thane Krios. Thane touched each of our lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero. The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms. And others as a father devoted to his son. There's an old human saying, whoever saves one life saves the world entire. It's not about a planet, but the value of each of us. I don't know how many times Thane saved my life or I saved his when we were beyond the Omega-4 relay. It all happened pretty fast. But I do know my whole world could have come to an end then. And it didn't. We cannot thank Thane. But for those of us who have more time in this life because of him, we can remember how he lived. If we do that, he is not truly gone. Would anyone else like to speak?
What I remember about Thane was his confidence. He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made. If I did that, I'd be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
It's strange, but the last word I'd label Thane with is assassin. And we covered each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime. Deeds such as these do not go unnoticed by the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions. But what I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
The day Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen. But after you got to know him, there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolyat, do you,
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies. But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones. I didn't want to hear it. I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out. That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
I don't know if I'll be as philosophical about it. It's still kind of raw.
I understand. If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
About what?
She is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Keppel syndrome, it would be them.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
It's all right, Commander. Counselor Ashiel could use some good press right now. This is the right time for such a favor. Oh, before I go, I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you. I sent them to your extranet address. I hope they help more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
If there's one thing I'm hoping for is... I mean, like, obviously Thane is very sad. I liked Thane. But we also lost Mordin, Caden, Legion. You know, there's a lot of people out there who... A lot of people who also need attention. How do I access the... That's how. Let's go do that. Because, you know, we just did the memorial service, and it makes sense to keep that nice morbid tone going as long as possible. Hey, buddy.
Shephard, I suppose I should thank you for my freedom. Leaving the Normandy was the right decision. It was saddening to see our crew go their separate ways, but it is better than answering questions in an Alliance interrogation room. I hope this message finds you well. As for me, I have moved into an apartment on the Citadel not far from Kolyat. I think the first attack I had frightened him. I will spare you the details. It seemed very dramatic at the time, but in comparison to the Omega Relay, it was a child's game. In any case, good luck getting the Alliance to listen to you. Let's keep in touch. Shephard, if you sent a message back, I didn't get it. I suppose communications from someone of my reputation would be restricted. The irony is, I am a danger to no one these days. I am even paying taxes on my investments. I can't expect Kolyat to do so if I don't. He is doing better. He has no significant other, and he is temperamental. But he is employed and staying out of crime. I can tell he is serious about changing. It has cost him more than a few friends. Send something back if you can, Shephard. I can only learn so much from news reports about you.
I'm glad we got to see him before the end. I'd feel really guilty if these were the last messages he ever sent and he never saw us again, you know?
I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad. The good news is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth.
Like the shade of her eyes, shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground, see two tiny bodies locked by claws.
Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico, and a scorpion eating a cricket. I wish you could have joined us. The bad news is, I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. I still don't want to die in a hospital, but it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shephard. Let me say that now, in case I cannot later.
Aww. Well, at least he did get to say goodbye. You know, we were there, we said words, that is, passing and everything. You know, he didn't die alone. And he didn't die thinking we hated him or were ignoring him or something, which would have been heartbreaking. I'm going to save Liara for last, so let's invite Trina.
You sure you want to leave that here?
I can't very well bring it back to the Normandy. I'd have nowhere to put it. This place is amazing. Puts the prefabs back on Horizon to shame. And it has a hot tub.
Go ahead.
Cheers! Oh, this is lovely. And good for the sinuses. I might not even need my antihistamine tonight.
Your what?
It's a pill. I'm allergic to dust, and cats, and public speaking. I take a proton pump inhibitor for my stomach, too. And an inhaler for asthma.
I didn't realize people still had conditions like that. No offense.
None taken. My body's just this inconvenient thing I use to carry my mind around. The colony where I grew up has limited resources. You only get gene therapy if you have a life-threatening condition. There was some scented bath oil out there somewhere. Could you grab it?
Here you go.
Let's remember who's in charge of the trainer.
Eyes are over here and up here. Hey, do you have a loofah?
A loofah? This is Anderson's apartment, remember? I highly doubt he has a...
Found one! Somebody left an overnight bag with toiletries and massage oils and, you know, girly stuff. Do you know who Kay Sanders is? She has great taste in adjustable massage ones.
God, a hot tub sounds nice right now. Was that meant to be a little flirty? Am I misinterpreting? I definitely read it as a little flirty. And Shephard getting a little flustered. It's a hot tub though. You can join your friend in a hot tub and it'd be totally innocent. Come on, Shep, sort it out. Totally innocent. Right, okay, Liara. Last one. And then we're going to throw a party. Unts, 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 unts. That's why I do at parties, obviously.
Greetings, Commander.
Shephard.
I didn't know you could play.
Actually, this is the only song I know.
Why is that?
There was always something more important to do. A ruin to uncover, intel to gather, a commander to save.
Ha! You couldn't sit still long enough.
Could you?
I can play Forever Jacka.
It's a good song.
Thank you, Shephard.
Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous.
I've always loved that song. Shephard, What are you doing?
Making sure you don't run off to something more important.
I can't imagine what that would be.
We should do this more often.
Yes, well, maybe after.
Every day after.
Shepherd.
I was about to say, a bit awkward in front of Glyph. Well, what are you... Glyph is now a piano, very cool.
This place is nice.
Shall I transfer over your reports so that you might work here?
No,
yes, thank you, Glyph.
you're not working, Liara, goddammit.
Glyph, can you copy that song to my personal files on the Normandy?
Certainly, Dr. Tassoni.
Right, with all that done, it is time to throw a bloody rager. Enough of this melancholy stuff, it's been sad, I understand. But that's not what we're here for. Invites. Invite all. Yes, of course. Let's go.
What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
I still need to get ready.
Of course, Commander.
I'm just gonna save it. Because if that's a genuine choice between how the party's gonna go, I'd like to have both options. Now, for this playthrough in this situation, I think energetic, and I want to go energetic anyway, so we're gonna go energetic. But I'd like to have the alternative, you know?
What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet...
I think it's time to blow off some steam.
Excellent choice, Commander. Allow me to queue up a series of popular nightclub tracks and drink lists. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
Oh, please do. Be like a disco ball or something. Let's throw a party. Proper parties. What they need, you know?
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
None of you...
be here, Shephard.
Hey, Kasumi, why did none of you dress up? Honestly. I love it. Oh, it's amazing.
Man, this music is hot. The right music sets the tone for the whole party, right, Esteban?
Sure.
Hey, Shephard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Ask me after 5 more of these. I'll drink to that.
Am I gonna find you on the floor tomorrow morning, LT?
Here's hoping.
Well, that's great. I can wake you up with my abuela's huevos rancheros.
Hey, thanks for doing this. I kinda needed to unwind a bit, even just for a night.
I think we've all learned to rest.
That we have, Cortez.
Here's to us. And a chance to rest.
I need a drink. What's going on over here?
I can't get over the size of this apartment. The electric bill alone could have paid for my college tuition.
Or funded the war.
Or made a nice down payment on one of those Atlas mechs. Always wanted one.
Or put an air conditioner in this suit. You have no idea how hot it gets.
You can tell he's sitting on the kitchen counter with inevitably with an emergency induction port.
So, Shepherd, you can serve this swill, but can you drink it?
Someone has to drive y'all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait. What? Who?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy. Call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR3.
But wouldn't that require you to change your name? Tali Zora von Normandy SR3.
It's Vas Normandy. Von means one who has a weak bladder, which feels appropriate right about now.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have. Indeed.
Here, here.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
You big softy.
Hi. I'm trying to socialize. I'm not particularly good at it.
Not much for big parties?
Well, if I know people, sure. But some of your friends are legends. I can't just ask if they've tried the hummus. Also, Dr. Chuckworth apologizes for not being here. It's some emergency medical consult on the Citadel.
Aww.
She sent some fancy liquor, though. It was great. Wish you could have had some.
This is nice. I don't spend much time with everyone like this. As friends. Of course, if you wanted to steal me away later, I wouldn't say no.
Keep it in your pants, Liara. Let's go talk to Glyph. Glyph, you aren't looking more festive. He has a bow tie!
Would you like me to change the intensity of the atmosphere?
He has a bow tie!
A few things before we change things up.
Certainly, Commander.
I love it. That's Glyph, that's amazing.
Wow. This is quite the apartment.
Seriously, you see that waterfall? And that hot tub looks like something I might want to check out later. Without you.
And this was Admiral Anderson's place?
I could never live in a place like this. I'd worry about breaking the furniture.
We're just going to hear every conversation. I love that group up there. Grunt, Rex, Zaid, and Javik. That is absolutely the four that I would have put together.
Hey, James. Having fun?
I'm relaxed, but fun? I think my kindergarten graduation was more fun than this.
Very funny.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do. You know if that waterfall is warm water or cold?
We're going to ramp it up, James. Don't you worry, buddy. We're just easing our way in. Hey,
you know
gang.
Why Cerberus is going to lose? Demographics. You recruit a guy who's 20 and got no life, he'll work his ass off for the cause. But do you see any old people in Cerberus? Any families? No. There's no future in a terrorist group.
And sure they pay, but you ever bring up vacation time, there was a brick wall.
That reminds me, I heard you're going to be a father. Congratulations.
Yeah? Thanks. Be lying if I said I wasn't scared.
You'll do great. You're a protector. That goes a long way.
How about you, Joker? How would you turn Cerberus around?
I'd make Cerberus popular. Big propaganda campaign like I was running for president. Fundraising dinners, shaking hands, kissing babes.
I think the expression you want is kissing babies.
I know what I said. You know, I miss the days when Cerberus was just hilariously incompetent. You know, when you two ran things.
Excuse me?
The only thing I was in charge of was the Lazarus Project, which, you will note, was very successful.
Hey, Commander, this is Cerberus. We were studying some Rachni, and they got loose and killed all our guys. Can you take care of that? It's one system over from where we hooked some guy up to the Geth. who then got loose and killed all our guys?
They did rack up quite a body count. And at least back then, it was usually their own bodies.
We knew some cells were bad, but the Alliance and the Council weren't doing anything. And we were doing good work.
And crunches. Lots of crunches.
Hey, not okay, Kasumi.
But we did bring Commander Shephard back.
And after taking down the collectors, I cut ties with Cerberus, got loose, and started killing all their guys.
For which we thank you.
Jeff, do you remember that I am also a Cerberus project?
Oh, crap.
Reminder that Kasumi definitely had a little bit of a crush on Jacob.
Edie, up for some bad examples of human behavior?
I think you mean examples of bad human behavior.
Just a hint. Grammar correction, not the best icebreaker.
Hey, Commander. Weird to see everybody here together.
You think?
Well, weird, but good. Nice to know it's not always arm wrestling reapers with us. Anyway, thanks for putting it together. I'll try not to be too embarrassing.
Yeah, we'll see. Anything yawn? Ah.
Thanks for inviting me, Shephard. It's nice to see you like this.
How do you like the new crew?
You always attract the best.
Have fun.
You bet I will.
Oh, this makes me happy.
Shephard?
Ash? Make sure I've not missed any convos or anything.
I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider. You all have such a history with Shephard.
It's mostly a lot of running and shooting, and usually somewhere in there, a button needs pushing, but Shephard always hogs that.
Yes, a history of close calls, narrow escapes, and more near-death encounters than I care to remember. Working with Shephard reminded me of my younger days. Running with mercenaries, blowing things up with mercenaries, and occasionally sleeping with mercenaries.
I remember first meeting Shepherd. All I kept thinking was, I hope she took a shower, because my filter needs replacing, and humans carry a lot of germs.
And 3 years later, here you are, drinking her alcohol through a straw. I'd call that progress.
Something to look forward to, then.
Emergency induction port. I'll nip upstairs, because it seems like the conversations rotate through a little bit as you sort of leave and come back, so I want to make sure I catch all of them, basically, if it's all possible. This is our one shot at glory here, folks. I'm glad I went for a wild party. They deserve to relax, you know?
Prothean gatherings were nothing like this. We considered the future and respected the dead.
Sounds boring. There's usually more yelling and cursing at any gatherings I go to.
Yeah. Get a bunch of Krogan together and things always get fun. And probably broken.
That sounds more like it.
You're right. These things are better when you have redundant systems and natural plate armor. Can't argue with that.
So who is strongest? You or the tank braid?
Yeah, I'm plenty curious myself.
What'd I miss?
The Prothean here wants to know who would win in a fight between me and Rex.
You gotta admit, Shephard, it's a good question.
It is a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance. Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk. Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
You boys done talking?
Yeah. Only one way to settle this.
Come on, Rex. I'm betting on you.
Now the party's starting.
Another time, guys. I don't have time to buy new furniture.
Ah, just when it was getting good. Yeah, you got lucky. Reminds me of Cora's den. Haven't been back there in a while. I wonder if there's anything stronger behind the bar. Too many things to break in here. Could be a fun party. What kind of music is this? That's not that club crap, is it?
In my cycle, too many people in one room risked a high casualty rate if attacked. We should all be careful.
All right,
50,000 years from now, no one will remember this party. What is the point?
I want to see Javik drunk and enjoying himself.
Beware. Something called a Kasumi is on the premises. It pretends to be invisible. Foolish primitive. Nothing escapes these eyes.
Thank you, Javik. Looking out for us, you know? I like just hearing little glimpses of random conversations. Are you guys talking again?
100 Vulture. Sure. Better if I could shoot some kind of death ray out of my bad eye here.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Alright, we'll do one more rotation. Maybe two more
But
rotations.
you have no plans after Edie? Someone more human?
No. She's smart, she's funny, and she's into spaceships.
You know what you want. I can respect that.
Okay.
Shephard?
I think I've worked through that one.
I must admit, I still feel like something of an outsider.
Had that one. Nip back upstairs, and then we're going to wrap this party up.
Hey, Shepherd.
I think we're done here as well. Just want to double check.
You're crazy. So, where'd you propose?
I haven't yet.
Seriously?
I want to do it right. Not on some backwater rock planet with some ring pumped out of a fabricator. My plan is, Shepherd gets me and Bryn into the council chambers. We do a picnic under the cherry blossoms. Then comes the question.
Aww.
Commander?
Cortez?
The Joker set you free, right? Do you ever get hassled for being a real deal AI?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I asked directions from that bot on the way here.
Edie's ramping up her sense of humor.
Hey, Shepherd.
So, do you have infiltration software that lets you fake being drunk?
Yes, though it is rudimentary. The planned strategy was to avoid social situations where naturalism would come under scrutiny.
I want to see it.
You are seeing it now.
Man, some Cerberus programmer phoned that one in.
One day. Later on, I want to see Drunk Edie as well.
Shepherd?
Oh, we might be done with this one as well.
Okay, that did it. Where's my sniper rifle?
Okay, I admit, when I first heard about it, I thought Archangel was some sort of mascot for a perfume company.
Glad I got your hopes up, Tally. When I first heard about it, I thought the Shadow Broker was a shadow boxer. I pictured some sort of Elcor punching bag.
And that's exactly what the galaxy should keep thinking. Not that I have a personal interest in it or anything.
Uh-huh. Alright, Glyph. It's time to ramp this party up.
Getting rowdy, Commander. Would you like me to change the intensity of the atmosphere?
Let's ramp it up.
The party's just starting. Let's turn it up.
At your service, Commander.
I love the bow tie, Glyph. Okay, folks, a little bit of a weird thing here. Basically, the party video and all of it went on for much longer than I anticipated. We're talking nearly 2 hours for the whole thing, so I've decided to split it into 2 videos. So you're seeing part 1 now, part 1's about to end, part 2 will be back tomorrow and we'll finish off the party, and then I'm going to have some weird philosophical rant at the end of it about life and stuff like that, because it's very early in the morning and the party hit me in the emotions, okay? It's really cool though, I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Definitely come back tomorrow and check out the second part of the party, because, you know, I'm really focused on just experiencing all the dialogue and stuff like that, because it is worth feeling. As if you've joined me for this journey throughout the entire Mass Effect saga up to this point, I think you'll all really appreciate it, so... Right, thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for Party Part 2. Sorry this is a little bit of a cliffhanger, a little bit annoying, but it was a humongous video and YouTube will shout at me if I upload it, so this will have to do. Thank you, bye-bye.